we're here to talk about the Stellar Intrepid Low Volume. This is our Greenland style boat designed for the medium to small size paddlers. Nice sea kayak. Coming to the bow, we'll talk about the features. Bow toggle goes past the bow of the boat in case you have an outer boat experience in the surf. Going through the perimeter lines for outer boat experiences and climbing back in. Nexus P70 compass hole and deck bungees for a spare paddle. Bulkheaded here to give us a waterproof hatch on our small oval hatch cover on the front. Coming through here onto the foredeck, more bungees for your charts and anything else you might want to carry. And down here we have cutaways for those that like to paddle aggressively with a high angle paddling stroke. The cockpit itself is a little more egg-shaped, a little narrower here to give us some better knee and thigh control, attaching here to the thigh braces, but have got some nice padding underneath. Here at the back of the cockpit you can see the rigid backband strap that holds the adjustable backband. You can adjust these by moving these screws to where you want into these holes. There's an up and down motion here. Nice seat pad for a comfy butt and water bottle holder here. We have a nice heel pad and Smart Track adjustable foot braces. And as you can see on the top, they're already set for rudder control if you would like. Otherwise, keep as normal. Make sure they're even so you paddle around and around in circles. This, as you can see, is our Advantage construction, our least expensive construction. Very stiff, very light, and pretty rugged. Coming round to the back of the cockpit, what we have is our locking point here for those that want to secure their boat. We have a bulkhead curved right here to minimize the water inside the cockpit if you have an outer boat experience, and to maximize the volume in the day hatch area, because there is another bulkhead here. Round kayak sport hatch, and going back this way you can see we have a kayak sport skeg trim to where you deem necessary for the wind and the conditions that you're paddling in. Coming back to the rear deck, more bungees for paddles, etc, etc. As I said, bulkheaded here, and the large hatch cover here for easy access into stowage in the back of the boat. More bungee for spare paddles, any poles you might want to carry. And then coming back here you can see this boat is already pre-plumbed for steering in case you want to use an optional rudder into the rudder post here. Most times folks use the hybrid foil for this. On the back we have a toggle that also is able to mist the back of the boat if you should have an outer boat experience. Turning the boat over a little bit, we're going to focus on the middle. As you can see, a soft but defined chine out here. Soft to give it some forgiving, and I say defined in that it's fairly obvious, allowing it to be edged easily. Good secondary stability, lots of volume out here, and a nice, very shallow arched, rounded hull. This very shallow arch gives you some good primary stability, but also makes it easier to rock from side to side, as this style Greenland kayak is designed to be driven on edges as to turn the boat. Coming around to the back, you can see there's a nice even rocker that comes all the way around to the back that's matched with a fairly defined keel line to help with tracking. Put the boat on edge, it turns easily. Keep the boat flat, it tracks fairly straight. If you want even more help tracking, obviously you can use the skeg. Coming around to the bow here, we have a fairly long rake on the bow and a fairly narrow volume to allow this boat to stay nice and flat in conditions and therefore be very drivable, with a keel line that is defined enough to keep tracking very good on the boat. Stellar Intrepid Low Volume, designed for medium to small size paddlers, Greenland style boat, fun, toy in the ocean.